Honestly, I didn't even know this game existed until the day it dropped. But after spending my first hour in the cockpit,
I'm sat outside the cockpit.
wow, this is Aces of Thunder, made by the same developers that are behind War Thunder. Today, I'm going to be giving you my first ever impressions on the PCVR version. Video beforehand where I've actually done the gameplay, but this is actually going to be my actual thoughts. I'm going to talk about the sound design, the brutal learning curve, and the one thing about the progression system that actually really disappointed me. Let's fly. So jumping in, there's definitely a skill gap. At the very beginning, I was literally trying to figure out what the hell I was supposed to do.
What is this? What is this? What is this one?
With all the controls that were around me with the hands, because I didn't go into a test flight. I didn't see no tutorial. I'm assuming the test flight might have given you a tutorial, but I just jumped in and me and Chris just straight into it. It's not arcadey. You have to actually fly the plane. But honestly, that confusion actually added to the immersion for me. It felt like I was really sitting in a fighter plane, frantically trying to manage my instructions with my actual hand. Now, the sound design, immense. You hear every rattle, every engine change, every bullet casing. It grounds you in the experience in a way that flat screen gaming just can't see. Like, you can get some flat screen games where the audio is crazy, but with that visual representation, with you having a VR headset on. Another reason why I love VR so much, biggest game changer here, but for me though, is like the HUD or the lack of one. Incredibly minimal. In standard games like War Thunder, you'll see like a red name tag from 3 miles away. Here, you have to really lock in. I found myself flying right up to another plane, squinting to see if it was a friendly or an enemy. Literally seconds before taking the shot, that's when it would pop up. Like, I'd be flying towards this plane, I'm like, yes, I'm about to get it, and then suddenly you see a little blue diamond. But yeah, it really forces you to try and pay attention to what's going on. At the very beginning, it's not too bad because you just have the different spawn locations, but once everyone starts getting into a dogfight, it's picking it and hopefully start to squint and figure out, that shape looks like a German plane. But anyway, when you do land those hits, the time to kill feels much more realistic than War Thunder. That's even taken like arcade and the realistic air battles into consideration. It's punchy, it's fast, and getting that kill feels incredibly satisfying because you know you've earned it with the manual aim and stick control. Now for the cons and missed opportunities. It wasn't all perfect for me. I have 2 main gripes with the game. First, the flight stick. I really want the ability to grab flight stick, the controls with both my hands. You're only able to seem to like toggle one or the other hand on. Now look, I'm not a pilot. I've only got my tracked vehicle license, so I know tanks, not planes. I know how to drive tanks, not planes. Maybe one-handed isn't or is realistic. Like maybe pilots actually do only hold that thing with one hand. But I want to hold with 2. Okay, I'm a baby pilot. It's like in VR without physical resistance, I would have felt way more comfortable locking my second hand onto that stick. I feel like tracking issues could be solved if they prioritize like the primary hand. Like if that's one of the issues and why they don't use it. If grab them both, they don't know which hand to follow, especially if you start going like, so just lock it to a priority hand. Anyway, secondly, the progression in the game. I know this game has literally just dropped this week, and I played it on the release day. But coming from a game like War Thunder, obviously made by the same people, which is famous or infamous for its massive research trees. Like, I expected a grind. I expected to start from lower tiers and be able to unlock stuff going through, just like War Thunder is on every single like vehicle tree. And since this is a paid game and not a free-to-play, I hope maybe a slightly deeper unlock system. You can see where I'm coming from. Feels a bit light on that front. I wanted that intensive research tree to work through without it. Because I like grinding in games. When it was Call of Duty, grinding through the camos on Battlefield, doing all the different challenges. It's just, I need that grind. I need not a pain in the ass grind, but something to work towards rather than just simply flying the planes. I'm worried about the long-term motivation to keep playing if they don't add something like that in, actual more progression. But on that front, I am actually going to go and attempt War Thunder VR at some point because I was planning on doing it anyway. This game dropped. I jumped into this on VR first before I actually went to War Thunder VR. So I am going to do some form of comparison video on that. If I don't add that depth, I might just go back to playing War. But I've paid for the game now. So what's the verdict after the first hour of playing the game? If you love War Thunder and you own a VR headset, buy it. Buy the game. Good fun. It's basically War Thunder aviation battles with full motion controls, and the experience is unmatched. It was a really good experience, even with the little cons that I added. However, if you're looking for a deep RPG-style research grind, maybe wait. Keep an eye on the patch notes and see if they flesh out the progression system. That's what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be keeping an eye on it. I'm definitely going to be playing, but like I've said, I've got an idea. I do want to compare War Thunder VR to Aces of Thunder and see which one I actually do personally prefer to play, and then probably mention some of the points between, saying, obviously, this is better for this. That's better for that. If you want to see that showdown, make sure you subscribe and let us know in the comments down below. On another note, everything I've said, drop another comment down below. Does the lack of a research tree bother you? Or are you just here for the dogfights? Some people are going to be. But thanks for watching. Fly safe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.